Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do another book review. This is the next book that I've very recently finished. It's another Agatha Christie and it is And Then There Were None. As you can see, it's quite a slim volume. It doesn't take very long, in my opinion, to read, depending on how fast or not you are a reader. You could probably certainly get it done in a couple of evenings or a couple of days. It is, as far as I understand, her best-selling novel. This is not a Miss Marple novel or Hercule Poirot. This is something that's very different, and it focuses on a group of people stranded on an island, and without wanting to give too much away, and what happens to them over the course of a number of days. It does have a bit of a twist at the end if you don't know the story, and it very much, how would I describe it? Well, there's more than just one or two murders. It is not, by any stretch, it does not have a happy ending or even a remotely, what would you call it? The ending is quite blunt, and the characters that are in this book, I don't think any of them really have any great redeeming characteristics, and it's, as I say, my understanding is this is her best-selling novel. It's been translated into hundreds of different languages, sold all around the world, like most of her books are anyway. I believe it's had a number of different titles over the years. I think previous titles were perhaps considered somewhat offensive, and now it's known as And Then There Were None. This is also been, there's been dramas made of this that you would find on various streaming services. I suspect that, I think the most recent one was a few years ago by the BBC. I also had the great pleasure of seeing this on stage earlier in the year. There was a touring production of this in the UK. I think there's been theatre productions of this in a variety of different places around the world, but I saw the touring production earlier in the year that was going around the UK, and thoroughly enjoyed it, and that stuck fairly faithfully to the book. It's quite a departure from what she normally writes, in my opinion, even though it is still murder mystery. As I say, the characters are not portrayed in a particularly good light. Most of them are fairly cold and callous and calculating. There are a number of murders people are killed in a variety of different ways, and I can see why it is one of her the most popular of her work. It's probably the closest she's ever got to writing in my opinion, a true horror story. Certainly, I think it would be something that would be worthy of a horror movie that you kind of see today in today's world. And despite all of that, I did really enjoy it. But then that's probably because she is still my favourite author, so I do love reading her books. Anyway, and it was one that I really wanted to read. As I say, it's not, it wouldn't take you very long to read if you're a reasonably dedicated, fast reader. It's not difficult to understand. It is of its time. I think this is probably written in the 1930s. I'm not entirely sure. Originally written in the 1930s. It is of its time. I don't know if this version has been edited at all. It's published by HarperCollins. I think they published pretty much all of her books. When I bought this cost $8.99. I think I bought it somewhere like Waterstones. So do check out the book, do read it. I'd say it wouldn't take you very long to read. It is I think her best-selling novel to date out of everything, even the Poirot stories. It is a departure from what a lot of her other books that she writes. As I say, there have been theatre productions, and there's definitely, you will definitely find the BBC production of it that was dramatised a few years ago. I'm sure there's other versions available. So this is And Then There Were None. I really enjoyed reading it and I would recommend it. So moving on from that, I was very fortunate that my recent birthday, I received these two wonderful Books, again, by Agatha Christie. We have Evil Under the Sun and Murder on the Orient Express. And the cover, I mean, the covers alone, these are hardbacks, but how fantastic are these covers? They really are something else. Quite a good hard cover. Inside we have this in this one. These again are two of her most popular novels, both Poirot mysteries. Evil Under the Sun is again set on an island. Poirot goes for a bit of a break, and of course all things start to happen there. There is definitely film and TV adaptations of this novel. The film, I believe there is a film from the 70s that starred when Peter Ustinov played Poirot, and the UK TV dramatisation of Poirot. This has definitely been done when, and that is with David Suchet playing Poirot. So I asked for these two books. Again, they're two of her most popular, well-known Poirot books, as you can see there. I'll stop and have a little look. But the covers are fabulous, and that's, I think, partly what drew me to them. Again, both published by HarperCollins. This is Murder on the Orient Express. Again, one of her probably best known novels. There we go. Look, we've got a train in the cover there. Another Hercule Poirot on the Orient Express. Again, I think in the 70s a film was made with Peter Ustinov as Poirot. It's definitely been done by the production that made all the Poirots with David Suchet. And I think more recently, people may remember a few years ago, Kenneth Branagh made a version of this as well. Two of her stories that I really want to read. I really want to try and build up a collection of her books. I mean, there are many books. I don't know if I have enough room for all of them, but I'm trying to be choosing the ones to begin with that I really enjoy the stories. And I mean, who can go wrong with these fabulous covers? I mean, that is really quite, I mean, you can hear that. That would be quite hard wearing if we compare it to the paperback, where often ends can go and the spines can go a little bit, pages get a bit dog-eared. These ones hopefully will be quite sturdy, particularly if you wanted to take them in your bag or take them away with you. They're not huge books to buy. These were both birthday presents for me. $14.99. I think, given the quality and the covers, the artwork, and the quality of the hardback covers, I think that's not an unreasonable price to pay for these two books. So these will be next on my reading list. I don't know which one I shall start first. As I say, I've seen the film versions and the TV versions, never read either of the books, so I'm really looking forward to that. So if that's an inspiration for anybody, I will do reviews once I have read both of them. So thank you for watching the video. Please like, subscribe and share. I hope people found this of interest and of use, and join me again on my next video. Thank you.